All right, Khan. Shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom to the Torah, Shaziyah, Allah, giving the chorus, all honor, glory, and praise unto the Most High God, Yahweh. In the name is only God, Son of Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, who refers to as Jesus Christ, and He is the Savior of the nation of Israel. Shabbat Shalom, to Brother Yasha Allah.
Brother Cyrus.
Khan, come back to yet another video through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Ba Hashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. All right. Shabbat Shalom to the 12. This is Urban Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown to the Spirit. Right. Another day of praying, another day of reading, another day of doing the work of the Most High, man, congregating with like-minded individuals that are in the truth. All praise to the Most High for that, man. So all praises. Yeah. So without further ado, why don't you come closer? Without further ado, we're going to get into it real quick. I just titled it Friday Night Live. So we haven't been doing it for like the past 2 weeks, so we're getting back into it, most are willing. And it's a lot going on in Israel, man. It's a lot going on. I'm pretty sure anyone that's been looking at the Israelite news, not the Israelite news, but hey, you know how Israel is, man. They always want to talk about what's going on, right? Always talking about always some type of new doctrine, right? Let's get that precept real quick, man. Let's kick it off with let's see here. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 14:26, right? Let's go to 1 Corinthians 14, verse number 26. All right, let's kick it off with that real quick. All right. Yeah, Con, you got it.
This is book Corinthians chapter 14, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, How is it then, brethren, when ye come together? Every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying.
Yeah, so let all things be done unto edifying, man. This is Israel right here. When you come together, everyone have a psalm, have a doctrine, have a tongue, a revelation and interpretation, man. Everybody always has a doctrine, new doctrine coming up, or the brothers hear about brothers hear about this. Oh yeah, you hear what the brother said? Oh my gosh, right? Brothers making videos about it, all this other stuff. Hey, so this is this is how Israel operates, man. We know it's a lot going on in Israel. I know that doctrines are coming out, or brothers that may be seduced by certain doctrines. So this is what's happening in Israel right now. You know what I mean? So we have to look at this, and we have to gird up our loins, right? Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 1, right? Verse number 19. I think I want it, right? Or actually, hold on, let me see. First Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Let's get that real quick. All right.
Book 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. It reads, Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Mashiach.
Yeah, so it says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind and be sober. So we want to gird up the loins of our minds, right? What does that mean? That means to strengthen up our minds up, man. Our spirits, because there's a lot of spirits out here in the last days, man. Spirits of what? Leaving, right? Spirits of seducing other brothers into believing what you believe, pulling brother to the side spirit, right? This accounts of brothers, pulling brother to the side and say, hey, what do you think about this? Pulling out mystery books, pulling out doctrines, whispering in brothers' ears. Well, brother, if you look at this precept like this, then really Jesus Christ, it's not really Jesus, right? It's not really Yahweh Shah, brother. It's really talking about, when it says the Son of God, it's talking about Israel, because it's the Son of God, the Son of the Most High, right? It's talking about Israel. It's not talking about Jesus, brother, right? Hey, it's a lot of that, man. It's a lot of that going on, right? Yeah, the precepts are right.
God.
Yeah, Con, you got it.
God, this is a 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And just like the brother's going into right now, man, there's a lot of different doctrines coming into play, a lot of different false ideologies coming to itching ears and coming to people's spirits, right? Because one point of time, everybody was kind of speaking the same thing, man. Everybody was kind of speaking the same thing. Then people want to starting to want to be different through the spirit. Now got itching ears and want to have the deepest breakdowns through the spirit, right? It says, verse 4, it says, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables, right? And that's what is happening, right? Everybody believing, whatever they believe in, because it's why they became seduced by these itching doctrines that's coming, and it's soothing their ideology, what they feel, right? But all along, right, they wasn't believing this in the beginning. They wasn't believing these things in the beginning, but now they coming around and a believing these things because it's catered to what they believe. Yeah,
Con, right.
Con, you got it.
Yeah, no, Con, that's right, man. It's catering to what they believe, man. As a brother said, the itching ear spirit, right? This camp teaches that you can smoke weed, gotta get high to get in tune with the Most High. So yeah, I'm gonna join that camp. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna join the camp that says, guess what? Women can wear pants, right? Or that, oh, I don't have to be, necessarily modest. And that's not no bashing to any camp. That's just, hey, certain brothers may teach other things. And so that leads Israel to want to join that camp as opposed to another one. You know what I mean? But that's not, when you're led by the Spirit, you're not looking at that. You're not looking at the particulars, right? Every brother that we talk about this, like every brother that's led by the Spirit was led to a certain camp by the Spirit, not just by itching ears, you know, and oh yeah, well, I want to be able to smoke my weed. I want to be able to still, do my thing on Saturdays. I still want to be able to do my thing throughout the week, right? That's why I'm not going to join that camp. I'm gonna join this one. Seem like they're not really tight on things. You know what I mean? Yeah, these brothers, yeah, they're too tight on that. You know what I mean? I can't do that. No, that's not how. Hey, brothers that's led by the Spirit, sisters that's led by the Spirit. You're not looking at that. You're looking at what? What spirit is this camp moving in, and does that match my spirit? Right? You know what I mean? Brothers join W5A. Brothers W5A. A lot of brothers, they come with the heat, man. They come with the precepts, and that kind of bears witness with our spirit. You know what I mean? Those of us that's in W5 or may follow W5, right? But nevertheless, I want to go to 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse number 1. Right, let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. You got it. Start from the top.
It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
This known also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
So it says, in the last days perilous times shall come. Now, what does this word mean, perilous? Right? Perilous, involving or full of grave risk or peril, hazardous, dangerous, right? So these are dangerous times right now, man. Dangerous times that we're living in. And not only on the physical level, on the spiritual level too, right? Hold that. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse number 8, right? Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse number 8 real quick, right? Because these are perilous times, the perilous times that we're living in. It's not just talking about, okay, Esau, you can get shot up by Esau at any given second just walking into Walmart. It's not the type of perilous times we're talking about. That's a one fold of it, but another fold is also on the spiritual level. Let's go to 1 Peter 5.
Let's look at 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
It reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil.
Your adversary, the who?
Your adversary, the devil.
The devil, meaning Satan, right? The spiritual demon Satan. Go ahead.
As a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whomever he may devour.
Seeking whom he may devour. So the devil, Satan, is walking about, right? And he's looking for those that are in the truth to devour them, man. Satan is looking to devour your spirit. He's looking to sift you out, as the Lord said in the book of Luke chapter 22. All right. The precept. All right, just let me know if you find it. Yeah. Right, Sirach, you had a precept on that?
No, you got it. You get King.
Okay, con. So it says, perilous times shall come. These are dangerous times that we're living in. And why is Paul saying that? Right? Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. Right?
Yeah. Book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2.
Yeah.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
For what?
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
So men are going to be lovers of their own selves, man. We see that. We see it on a grand scale, man. Brothers are boasting and uplifting themselves, lovers of their own selves. You may go to brothers or even sisters. All right, sisters are part of this too. Just because it says men doesn't mean that it's not talking about the women either, right? Lovers of their own selves. You go to their page, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you know, what else? TikTok, whatever the case may be. It's just literally 100 videos and 100 pictures of themselves. Now we understand that's your page, right? We understand, okay, yeah, that's your page. But 100 videos, 100 pictures of yourself, and you're just standing there, right? In the flyest garments, just trying to flex, right? Lovers of your own selves, man. Social media, this is really talking about social media for real. All right, in the spirit. Because with social media comes a narcissistic mindset. We see that even in the world, man. A lot of influencers, they're lovers of their own selves. This is literally the definition of them. These are the influencers nowadays. What's his name? Bradley Martin. That's him, man. You know, a lot of these influencers, man, lovers of their own selves. All right. Let's go to Philippians chapter 2, verse 1. All right. Let's go to Philippians 2 and 1. All right, because Paul, he talked about that. Paul through the Spirit. And Yahushua is the perfect example of selflessness. All right. Yahushua is the perfect example of a lot of things, but the number one thing being selflessness, putting yourself last. Yahushua, he put himself last, man. All right. He put himself last. Let's go to Philippians, 2, verse number 1.
Book of Philippians chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, If there be therefore any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
Right, be of one mind. Right, be of one accord. Right, go ahead.
Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory.
Right.
But in lowlessness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves.
Right, in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Right. What does that mean? Putting yourself last. Saying to yourself, no, you got it. Right. Or saying to others, you got it. No, you're better than me, man. What's that talking about? A humble spirit. And this is the opposite that we see nowadays in the world. Because people put themselves first. And they're lovers of their own selves, man. They extol themselves to the clouds. Whereas Yahushua never did that. But you got a precept on that, King?
God, I got a precept. Hey, like you saying, hey, brother, we gotta show love to one another, not trying to one up on another brother. The last time we checked, hey, we gotta. It's all we got through the Spirit, right? This is Romans chapter 12, and verse 9. It says, "Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good." Hey, just like the brother saying, "Hey, cleave to which that is good." Hey, putting somebody else before you. Hey, set aside your feelings. Hey, bigging up your brother, bigging up your sister, instead of having a hatred heart and want to do better than certain people, right? Because it says what? Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, to honor, preferring one another, right? And that's what we got to do. Hey, put that out in the spirit, right? Hey, really, if you loving somebody, you should love them how you should love. Hey, you love yourself through the spirit. Have that same kind of affection that you would show to yourself, to your brethren. Because if you're looking at your brethren, hey, like Christ said, if you're looking at your brethren, you're looking at yourself, man, in a sense, right? So all that comes, but having that affection one another, not putting each other down, not having that humble spirit. All that comes into play through the spirit. But yeah, Khan, you got a king.
Yeah, Khan, man, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, and that ties in exactly into the spirits that we want to be in the last days. But nevertheless, it says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves." Right. Let's keep going on that. 2 Timothy 3:2. Right.
Verse 4. Let
No,
not.
verse 2.
Verse 2.
2 Timothy 3:2.
You said 4 and 2. Right.
3:2.
3 and 2.
Mhm.
Verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Right. So these are the spirits that's overtaken and overshadowing the earth in the last days. Covetous spirits, being lustful, boasters, people boasting of their own works. And the Lord doesn't do that, man. The Lord, He says His works among men are hidden, right? The Lord doesn't reveal all of His works. That's what it says in Sirach, right? So why are we to exalt our own works, right? Let me try to find that real quick. Not sure if I can really, right? Oh, go to Sirach 11 verse 4. I actually don't have it, right? I'm gonna read it. Sirach 11 verse 4. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. So the Lord said, boast not of thy clothing and what? And raiment. But a lot of people do that. I got the Amiri on, got the Gucci on there, you know, I'm in the flyest, garments, right? What do they say, man? Hey, in high school, right? It's always about, who has the best stuff,
That's right.
most
That's real.
expensive.
That's real.
It's
That's real. That's real.
real. You got the new J's, man. You got the what do they wear to Kappa, right? The Kappa, got the Kappa on.
Yeah.
You know,
Got the latest designer.
the latest designer. You know,
Yeah.
hey, what's that with the V? What's it called? Balloon, yeah.
I got that
Ah.
beanie on.
See that? Yeah, man. It says, "Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor." Right? For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and His works among men are hidden. Meaning, the Lord is always working behind the scenes, man. He ain't gotta shove it in your face, right? That's how the Lord operate within the whole time, man. Hey, Ezra, the book of Ezra. That's a very prime example of how the Lord can work behind the scenes. You know what I mean? He's working behind the scenes all the time, right? He's doing things. He's making things happen, man, right? And he's not boasting of his works, right? So how much more us? We shouldn't do that either. But yeah, cons like yeah, precept about
Yeah, Con. What was that precept you just put up?
Sirach 11 verse 4.
Okay, Con. This is Second Ezra 8, chapter 5, and verse 8. This is there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again. Hey, as you see in the world, man, like coming in the truth is confusion, in the world is confusion. It's a lot of confusion going around in many places, right? It says, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, right? And minstrels women shall bring forth monsters, right? And that's the going hitting on the disobedient to parents, right? Hey, you see the type of children you got nowadays. And I was just seeing a video not too long ago, and this girl, his dad called this girl his daughter, and she like, I don't want to talk to you. Get off my phone.
Yeah,
Like, what are you doing on my phone?
that's
Like,
right.
Spirit, he said, I just want to talk to you. He being all nice, man. She like, all right, get on my phone. I don't want to talk to you. Right? And I seen another video when the children yelling at the mama talking about, hey, you go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me to go to bed. No, you go to bed. Like,
Yes.
these are the things that you see in 2024. See children turn into monsters. And that's just with not having the spirit of the Lord dwelling in this place, man. It's so easy for things to come into this realm of wickedness because this world it thrives on wickedness. But Con, you got a king.
Yeah, Con, man, that's exactly right. This world strives on that wickedness, and this is what it teaches, man. It teaches rebellion. All right, we got to be, kind of be aware of that spirit of rebellion. You know, because what does it say in First Samuel? Hey, rebellion is like witchcraft, man. You know,
Mm.
First Samuel chapter 15. But yeah, Con, let's keep going on that though. 2 Timothy 3, all right, verse number 3.
Verse 3. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
Yeah, so these are again more of the spirits that roam the earth right now. Truce breakers, without natural affection, false accusers, incontinent. Right. Let's go to also hold that. Go to Romans 12, right, and verse number. Let me see here. Well, actually, the brother did pull it, but I actually do want to kind of make a point on this. Go to Romans 12, verse 9 again.
Book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good.
Right, meaning in dissimulation, this word for dissimulation right here, I put it up in the Greek, Strong's G505, right? And what does it mean? Unfeigned, undisguised, sincere, right? Meaning what? Let it be without dissimulation. Meaning let it be sincere love, right? Real love. That's what the Lord is talking about. Let's have real love. Let's go to 1 Peter 1:22, right? Let's get that one actually. Right, 1 Peter 1:22, and Peter's using the same word here, in this verse as well, by saying unfeigned. Yeah, you got it.
Look at 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 22.
Right.
Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto find love, unfeigned love of the brethren.
By it says, you have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of who?
Of the brethren.
Uh-huh.
See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently.
Yeah, see that you love one another with a pure heart fervently, man. So we want to purify our souls and have unfeigned love of the brethren, not fake love. Man. What's fake love? Yeah, kind of open the door for you, kind of say, hey, kind of dab you up and be like, hey, all praises, Ock. Gotta say, hey, hit my line, Ock, whenever. And then when you hit the brother line, you never answer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, you're just saying at that point, man. You're just saying it. It's like, Salaki, Ock. I didn't get. Let me get back to you. And the brother never get back to you, man. Now we understand things happen and stuff, right? But hey, man, what's real love? Real love is, guess what? You say and you do, man. Right? You keep the commandments and you actually love your brother, man. It's not feigned love, right? Hey, Christians, that's feigned love, man. They always say we love everybody. Jesus loves you. I love you, right? That's literally the definition of feigned. I mean, it's like feigned love. It's fake love, man. Because once you say, because these are the same people that's promoting love, but they'll kind of sleep with your wife, man, right? Got the pastor sleep with the deacon's wife, but I thought he loved him. I thought he loves everybody, but clearly doesn't love the deacon because he's sleeping with his wife. So what's going on here? So and also he's taking your money, but I thought he loved you. I thought Jesus loves everybody and that he's moving in that same spirit. Like Paul said, did we not walk in the same spirit? But yeah, Con, you got it, King. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, hey, brother made a mighty point. Hey, brother, he showing fake love. He's slick talking, man. Every time he get a chance, he's slick talking, man.
Right.
Say something, man, I'm just joking. I'm joking. You gotta watch out for brothers like that too, man.
Right.
Hey, be slick talking, but really be serious, man. And right. they chunking up too. It was a joke. I'm just joking with you. You in your feelings if you get mad. Like then they turn it on you, man.
Right.
But I want to hit the point of a despiser of those that are good, man, because that's what is going on. Hey, they would hate brothers, and because we tell them the truth, man, literally hate you, despise us, and say we ain't nothing because they go get a job. Not knowing half the brothers in the truth, then they got jobs, man,
Uh,
and act like we just people just out there in bums, man. But they despise us because like we just nobodies, right? I'm gonna get Galatians 4:6 first though. Right, this Galatians chapter 4 verse 16. So like it says, "Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" Right, and that's how they feel about us, man. And we become an enemy just because hey, we tell them the truth about what's going on. Right, we literally love our people so much, but they hate us because we tell them the truth. Right, let me get this other precept. Let me get Isaiah. Right, Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil." Right, and that's what they would do. Hey, they would say, "Hey, y'all brothers is evil. Hey, y'all brothers on the corner evil just be yelling. Hey, y'all brothers evil on this live tonight, man. What y'all talking about?"
right.
Right, everything that brothers do that's righteous, man. Hey, they deem us as we evil or we doing something that's bad, man. Right? But last time we checked, we telling the truth, and people hate the truth. Right? It says, woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." So you're gonna be destroyed thinking the way you think, man. Thinking that brothers is coming at you, but brothers is actually loving you. Brothers actually showing a fervent loving, and not that what you say unfeigned, man. I
Mhm.
mean feigned, I should say. Brothers not showing feigned spirits to you. We really trying to be real, loving towards compassion. Hey, sometimes you need a strong word. Sometimes you need some compassions. You know, like I believe that was that it's that Jude. What I'm mistaken. Hey,
Yeah.
so that's how we come at certain things. But people think we're hate speech and things like that, but we just telling the truth out here, and people hate us for that. But Khan, you got a game.
Yeah, con, exactly, man. I want to get this precept as well. There is a rebuke that is not commonly right. Oh yeah, get a Sirach. Well, actually, you can't get it. You can read it from the screen though. Sirach 20 verse 2. You got it.
It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
So it says it's better to reprove than to be angry secretly, man. You're just looking at your people, talking about, you know, talking about, man, our people need to change. Well, then, brother, you got to say something, man. You know, first of all, you got to be that change. Second of all, hey, you have to actually do something about it, right? Because, like I always like to say to the spirit, I mean, who else is going to do it? Who else is going to go out in the highways and byways and tell our people what thus saith the Lord? I mean, nobody else is going to do it, man, right? For you. Nobody's going to do it for you. We're the only ones that have to do it. We're not going to rely on Esau to do it. We're going to rely on Esau. We're not going to rely on Esau to do it or the other nations because they're not going to do it, right? They actually want us to stay in this condition that we're in. You know, our men sagging their pants and our women listening to Sexy Red and looking up to her, you
Mm-hmm.
know, making her famous. Y'all made Sexy Red famous, man. We didn't do it, you know. I mean, when I say y'all, I mean, hey, our people in the world, they made her famous,
Right.
you know, made her viral, right? The Glorillas of the world, man. All right. But it says it is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly. Go ahead.
Better to reprove than to be angry secretly, and he that confesseth his fault shall be preserved from hurt.
Yeah. So, and he that confesses his fault shall be preserved from hurt. And actually, I did one verse 1. So, like it. You got it.
There is a reproof that is not comely.
There is a what?
There is a reproof that is not comely.
There's a reproof that is not comely. Right? There's a reproof that is not comely. What does that mean? Sometimes when you're reproving somebody, it doesn't sound good. You know, it's kind of like a tingle in the ear, man. Like, dang. And that's how people see it, man. right? When we out in the highways and byways, they always say, "Why y'all yelling?" Like the brother Arya, man, on the line, man. You know, where's he at? You know, this brother gets all the hate all the time, man, because this brother likes to stir up the spirits. You know, he yells, man. He's quick to get on you, man. But hey, that's our praises. You know, you can ask your brother, hey, yeah, he always gets the hates, gets the 300s. All right, that's an inside joke, by the way. But anyways, right, he always gets all the hate in the stipulations and all this other stuff. But the brother is quick to reprove you because guess what? He actually cares about his people, man. You know what I mean? It says there is a reproof that is not comely against some man holdeth his tongue and is wise. So again, not every proof is going to be kind of pulling the brother to the side, kind of whispering in his ear, man. That's not how you reprove everybody. As a brother quoted in Jude, sometimes you got to actually kind of come out, you know, and show your people, you know, hey, thus saith the Lord, man, like what the prophets did. All right, the prophets weren't just pulling brothers to the side, all right, all the day. But yeah, Con, you got it, King.
Hey, hey, exactly. You know, that's simple. You know, was it Proverbs 27:5? Hey, faithful are wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful, man. And that's what the brothers is here gonna do, man. It's gonna eventually we fix healing these wounds up, man. It might be scarring. It might be we ain't pulling no. You're not you're not just wrapping your arm up and not cleaning it up, man. We out here, we stitching. Brothers is out here getting the peroxide or the wipes. They putting the bandage on it. Hey, brothers, get in that thing, man. But those things hurt first. Hey, you put that alcohol in, that thing burns, right? So that's what brothers is doing. You know, we healing. We brothers is Lord willing healing out here through the spirit because our people need healing. But Con, you got a king. I was gonna get this precept, but I'm trying to think. Can't even think of this precept, but you got a king.
Yeah, Con. Hey, all praises, man. That's exactly right, though. You know what I mean? It's gonna hurt before it gets better, right? Just like you run, right? So when you're running, it hurts, right? It hurts. But when you're done, it feels good. You know what I mean?
Especially you winning, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you go medaling, man. Silver medaling or bronze medal.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Literally, the Lord said, better is the end of the thing than the beginning. You know, in the book of Ecclesiastes. And yeah, you know, in one fold, he was referring to, you know, life, right? But at the same time, you can apply that to the majority, 99% of the things that are upon the planet. You know, working out, you know, compare when you first start into when you end, you feel better after you end. During the workout, you may not feel that. You know, you're going through pain, you want to give up, your body wants to give in. You don't want to, you may not even want to work out. You know, you may not even want to run. But after you do it, you're like, okay, Con, all praises, man, I did it. You know, and now you have that dopamine, that natural dopamine, and now you have a sense of accomplishment, right? So, yeah, I mean, it applies to anything, man, right? So it's gonna hurt, and then it's gonna be better, all right? We cut people up, but we also heal them through the spirit, and we show them, man. Thus saith the Most High, what it say in the Bible, man. All right? Because let's go to Isaiah real quick. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 58, right? Was it 58? Did I want it? Or it might have been 56. I don't know. Yeah, let's go to Isaiah 56, verse number 9, real quick. All right, Isaiah 56 and 9. Oh, you got it.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 56, verse 9.
All right.
All ye beasts of the field come to devour it. Yea, all ye beasts in the forest.
Now, it's not talking about actual beasts. It's talking about Because men are beasts. Men are likened unto beasts. Hold that. Let's go to Psalm 49, verse number 20. Right? Men are likened unto beasts. We just got to break that down real quick. All right.
Book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 30. No,
20.
20. Man, that is an honor, and understandeth not is like the beast that perish.
That what?
That perish.
So man that is without honor is like the beast that perish. So men can be referred to as beast, right? Let's go to real quick. Hold that Revelation 13, right? Verse number 1, right? Men can be referred to as beasts in the scriptures, right? Yeah, you got it.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns.
Right. So this beast that came up out of the sea represents nations. Revelation 17 and 15 says that the sea represents nations. Right. So this beast that came up out of the sea is a representation of the Roman Empire as a whole, aka the 7 nations of Edom as well. Right, or the Edomitic Empire, right? But nevertheless, right, these are men, all right? And then one more in there, let's go to Daniel chapter 7, verse number 1, right? Let's go to Daniel 7, verse 1. All right. It's after Ezekiel. Right. Daniel 7 1, real quick. We could probably just skip down to verse 3.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
And 4 great beasts came upon the sea, diverse one from another.
Right. So this is Daniel's vision. So he saw 4 beasts come out of the sea. These 4 beasts are representations of 4 nations, right? So men can be referred to as beasts in the scriptures, right? So let's go back to that. Let's keep reading on that. Isaiah. Yeah.
Isaiah 56 and 9.
Yeah.
10?
And
9. All ye beasts of the field come to devour, yea, all beasts in the field, and force.
Right. So again, these are men. Go ahead.
His watchmen are blind.
Is what?
His watchmen are blind.
So what's the point of having blind watchmen? Defeats the whole purpose, right?
Yeah.
The purpose of a watchman is to watch. If he can't see, then he has no purpose. Just like these pastors, man. These pastors, right? They can't see. They're blind. They're blind to the prophecies. When's the last time you seen the pastors of this world bring out prophecies? When do they go into Isaiah? When do they go into Jeremiah? When do they go into Revelation and properly break it down, line upon line, here a little, there a little, right? Go ahead.
They are all ignorant.
Right.
They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark.
What's the point of that? What's the point of having a dog that can't bark? He can't alert you when danger is near. That's like having an alarm clock that doesn't go off. There's no point. Right? Go ahead.
Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Right. Loving to slumber. Like kind of having a lazy dog all day that doesn't bark, that doesn't do anything. You might as well just get up out of here, man. Right? You're not doing anything for me. Like having a tree that can't bear any fruit, that can't grow. There's no point of having it. Right? Go ahead.
Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
Go ahead.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
Uh-huh.
They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from his quarter.
Right? Go ahead.
Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine.
Right.
We will fill ourselves with strong drink.
Uh-huh.
And tomorrow shall be as this day, and much more abundant.
Meaning that all they're doing is fulfilling themselves with wine and strong drink and being lazy, right? Not doing anything. And so what is this a representation of? It's a representation of our leaders, people that we look up to in this nation, man. All right. And I'm just talking America, I'm talking about in the churches, right? Specifically, they're blind watchmen They're greedy dogs, lazy dogs that can't bark. They don't bark, meaning that they don't tell you about the impending danger that's going to come upon this nation, man. They're not telling you, they're not out there in the highways and byways telling you that, brother, you got to repent or else you're going to eat a nuclear missile, man. God forbid, right? They're not telling you that. They're not telling you about World War III going into Second Ezra 15, Second Ezra 16. Not telling you about the how it's so imperative for you to keep the Most High's laws in the last days so that you're protected under the shadow of the Most High. Actually, they said opposite. You shouldn't be keeping that law. You know, I'm under grace, brother. It's all about love. And then he kind of skirts away with his white wife, you know, like that one video, right? I was dealing with that brother, you know, came up to camp with his white wife, right? It's madness. But anyways, that's one of him. All right, this is what it's talking about. It says everyone from his game, man. Meaning that they're just seeking after money as well. Seeking money. They teach for hire. You know, it's madness, man. But Slock, yeah, the precept will point on that.
Yeah, Con.
Con.
Go to Proverbs chapter 6, right? Hey, brother was going in, like talking about that slumber, man. A slumbering man ain't don't get you nothing, man. Right? I'm gonna start at 6. This is Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6, right? It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise." Right? Hey, the Lord said, "Hey, go to the ant to see what an ant does." Man, ants, man, they move, man. They literally be in a trail,
Yeah.
not slacking off, ain't not doing nothing but working or moving. They always on the move, right? It says, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided her meat in the summer and gathered her food in the harvest. Verse 9, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Right? And just like the brother was going to, that's all they do. They want to be in slumber, want to be in sleeping, being a sluggard, right? That's all what's going on through the spirit. Right? It says what? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. This is the point, right? And this is the nail in the coffin. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as a armed man. A meaning you not gonna be able to, I should say, build yourself up, right? The riches that you need, as doing the work, you're never gonna see your work accumulate. Being a sluggard is going to take you a long time to get to where you want to go. Being slothful, being slugger, always sleeping, having that slumber spirit, thinking things is just going to fall out the sky, right? You got to have some type of initiative in order to get where you need to go, right? And that you being a slumber, and it never tends to end well for you, right? But Kanye got a king.
Yeah, Con, man, that's right. That's why we want to wake up from that spirit of slumber, man, these last days, man. But yeah, Con, so like I said, it's just a quick live, Friday night live. We haven't done one in a while through the spirit, man. So, let's go back to 2 Timothy chapter 3 real quick, though. Let's keep reading on that, though, right? Let's keep reading on that.
Verse 4, is it?
Yeah.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of God.
Go ahead.
Having a form of godliness,
right,
but denying the power thereof. From such turn away.
From such turn away, man. The Lord said, turn away from these things, right? Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. That's the number one spirit in the last days. I remember, me and the brothers was literally at the BET Awards, right? And I was asking the crowd of people, I was saying, are we choosing Cardi B over the Lord? And people say yes. They say, yeah. So they're openly and admitting that they're lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. They will literally sit up in a concert 4 hours and Friday night than to take 5 minutes just to listen to what we got to say. Bringing out the Bible. Right. You can't, you literally spent 4 hours in a concert downtown LA, listening to Cardi B perform and maybe some other people, and don't have 5 minutes for the words of the Most High, right? That will save your life. You know what I mean? This is what we're dealing with nowadays, right? Now, skip down to verse number. All right, skip down to verse 14.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Right. So we want to continue in things that we have learned, right? And we've been taught of this doctrine that we have, right? Let's keep going.
Verse 15. And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Mashiach Yahushua.
Right. So from a child, Timothy knew the scriptures. He was taught of the scriptures, right? And that's why he was elevated at a young age to be a bishop over the church, because he'd been knowing the Bible since he was a young child. And so, our goal is that, we essentially get saved, but this is also for the elect, man. We doing all this for the elect, man, right? The videos, right? The teachings, the presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice. We're doing that for ourselves, but we're doing it for the elect. The 144,000, the 1/3 that's out there that may be hearkening to us, that may be learning, right? We're doing it for them, through the Spirit, because it's about the elect at the end of the day, all right? And so all praise to the Most High, right? You had anything else on that?
Can't lie, King.
All right,
Cardi B over Yahushua, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you'd be surprised, man, right? In fact, let's one more precept. Let's go to Matthew 26, right? I think it was Matthew 26, verse number 6, I believe. Right? Yeah, come on. Right. Let's see what a woman did in the Bible, right? Because Cardi B, she would never do this to the Lord, man. All right. She would never do this to the Lord. Maybe if she was in her right mind. All right. But yeah, come on, let's get that real quick. Matthew 26 and 6.
This book, Matthew 26, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Now when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper,
right,
there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat.
So she had a very expensive box of ointment, and she poured it on Yahweh's feet, right? She just poured it on his feet, man, right? It's like how you got like $300 bottle of that precious oil. It says it's from Jerusalem. You know what I mean? Imported from Jerusalem. Kind of have that oil, kind of pour it somebody, right? Let's keep going on that. So she had this. Remember, this is not a rich woman. Go ahead.
But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, "To what purpose is this waste?
Are you wasting the oil?" Go ahead.
For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor.
Could have just given to the poor, right? Go ahead.
When Yahushua understood it,
right,
he said unto them, "Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me."
She hath wrought a good work upon me, right? And majority of these women out here that we was, encountering, and I was saying, does anybody have a minute for the Lord? Then respond me a word. And when I said, do you guys, are we choosing Cardi B over the Lord? They said, yes, we are choosing Cardi B over the Lord, right? We won't give a damn about that, right? That's wicked, man. But this woman literally spent her last dime on the Most High. She gave her all. She gave literally the most precious thing she had in her house, probably most expensive thing, and she just poured it out onto the Lord, right? Right. Go ahead.
For ye have the poor always with you,
right?
But me have not always.
Right. So yeah. She was like, he said, look, she's making a good decision right now. Go ahead.
For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body,
right?
She did it for my burial.
She did it for my burial. Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world,
right,
there shall also that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her.
Right. So literally this story is written here so that we can retell it every time this gospel is being preached, man.
Right.
So now, because of what she did, she's in the Bible. How many brothers is in the Bible, man? None of us right now is in the Bible. We could be, maybe our past life, maybe, right? But I'm not finna sit up here and say, yeah, I'm the prophet Idol, right? Idol, yeah, that's me. Or Sirach, is he gonna say, yeah, I'm actually Sirach, you know, yeah, you know. or is Gad gonna say, yeah, I'm Gad, the son of Jacob, you know? And Masha on the live stream, Shalom, hey, is he gonna say, yeah, I'm Moses, so you know, yeah, that's me. Hey, she got her little pericope in the Bible, man. She made it in the Bible because of what she did. But hey, so these women, they gotta learn, man. They gotta learn from these women in the Bible, man. Mighty. She gave her all to the Most High, but you can't just give 1 minute, 5 minutes to the Lord. You know, it's madness, right? 5 minutes. We're not asking for money. We're not asking none of that. 5 minutes, man, to listen, hearken unto the Lord, and probably take a flyer, right? That's literally all we're going to ask you. You know what I mean? But yeah, Khan, it's crazy, man. As the brother said, Cardi B over to Yahweh Shanawah Shah. Man, but yeah, Khan, you got it.
Yeah, hey, that's crazy, man.
The brother's
That's all I would say. That's crazy. I'm flabbergasted, man. But people will say, hey, when the time comes, hey, should we feel sad for people like that, man? Like when time hit the fan, should Yashar shed a tear? Like, yeah, man. I remember that sister, man. So he cried, like, man, I remember that sister. She said she put Cardi B over Yahweh. I'm gonna bring this up, right? Second is my last piece of, man. I like to bring this piece up a lot, right? The second Ezra chapter 8, because this is literally our what brothers go through in the world, man. I mean, going out to the highways and hedges, right? This is a second Ezra 8 and verse. Let me get to the point. It says, verse 56. It says, "For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High." Hey, so literally, everybody got all the time in the world to get this truth or learn about the Most High. They despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law, and forsook His ways. That's what she literally did. And said, I'm going to hear WAP for 20 hours, man. That's what she want to hear is WAP for 4 hours and all the other folly songs she got, man. Wherever her, who knows? So you want to hear that for 4 hours, right?
Wow.
You can't hear 5 minutes of the Lord. And that's what they did. They forsook His ways. It says 57. Moreover, they had trodden down His righteous and said in their heart that there is no God. Yeah. And that knowing they must die, for as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not His will that men should come to naught, but they which be created had defiled the name of Him that made them, and were unthankful unto Him which prepared life for them. So that's plain. They literally choosing a Cardi B over how why y'all was trying, which is madness, right?
Yep.
And so what, like I said, will brothers shed tears over that? No, brothers are like, hey, that's just the chose Cardi B, man. And brothers gotta be like, okay, yeah, that it is what it is, and she gotta live with that. You got a game.
Come, man, that's right. That's right. She gotta live with it, man. So yeah, with that, hey, all praises. We're gonna bring our closing precepts to the Spirit. Brother Sirach, you got yours first to the Spirit, and we'll bring ours. Yeah, man. That's what it is, man.
Ready?
Cardi B, man.
That's wild. This is Sirach, chapter 4, in verse 28, and it reads, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." And that's plain, man. Hey, that's what we gotta do. Hey, strive for the truth. And wherever, I ain't gonna say whatever your truth is, but whatever your spirit compel you is the truth that you following. Hey, you gotta strive into that, man. Right? Like what you said earlier, it's a lot of different things that going on in the world, a lot of different things going on in the world and in the truth. And so we got to strive unto the truth, unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. So that's the only person that's going to fight for us, man. It's the Most High Yahweh, why y'all was shot. But yeah, Bakan.
Come, man. That's right. That's right. You got closing precepts to the closing precept of the spirit, right? And you bring out real quick. Bring out is it Matthew, right? 19, verse number 17, right? Well, actually, it's like it. Bring out Revelation 3 and 2. Actually, I wanted that one. Actually, I'll bring out Revelation 15, right?
3 and 10.
3 and 2.
This book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 2. And it says, "Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found thy works perfect before God.
Go ahead.
Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee."
Right, man. So we want to do our best to watch, man. Watch our spirits, watch what's going on in the world. Kind of strengthen the things that remain, man. Because this flesh is weak, right? That's why we need Yahweh Shah, man. Right? We need Yahweh Shah. Our flesh is weak, man. We can't do it by ourselves, right? So stop trying to, throw away. Hey, how you gonna know about Yahweh Shah in depthly if you don't read the epistles, man? Right? How? Literally, how?
Mm.
You can't know everything about Yahweh Shah just off the Gospels alone. Man. You can't. Paul and the other apostles go deeply into why we need Yahweh Shah, right? And this flesh is weak, man. Matthew 24, all right? It's like in Matthew 26, 41 on down, right? Pray that you enter not into temptation. Spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Spirit wants to read. Spirit wants to pray, but it's just that flesh that gets us, man, right? At the end of the day. Right. Right. This is Revelation 15, verse number 3. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, "Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty. True and just are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy. For all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest." You see that? So all nations are going to come and worship before Yahweh Shai through the Spirit, man. Whether you like it, understand it, believe it or not, to quote the brother Sabat, man. So all praises. So with that, it's Yahweh, Bahashum Mashak Yahweh Shai, it's Brother Yashala,
Brother Karak.
What's that, right?
Come back to y'all yet another video through the Spirit by Yahweh Bahashum Mashak Yahweh Shai. Lord, brother, this is edifying through the Spirit. Call me Yashala.
Comment.
Oh, look.
Shalom.
Shalom.